You won two Fed Cup titles with France, I believe. It's a competition that was close to you. This year, of course, they're going the same route as the Men's Davis Cup and revamping it into a multi-team finals event. Are you a fan of this?
You know, I've played Fed Cup. I was selected at 15 years old the very first time, and for me it was an honor and a privilege, and it was every single time an honor and privilege to play for my country. I never asked, am I going to get paid? How much am I going to get paid? Are there points to help my ranking or not? You know, winning the Fed Cup 2 times is one of the best moments of my career because it's a team event. Tennis is so individual, and it's very, very special moments. And unfortunately, the younger generation today, and I'm generalizing, don't see Fed Cup and Davis Cup the same way as my generation, the generations before, where it's just an honor and a privilege to play for your country. They want to know, how much money am I going to make, and are there any points for my ranking? And you're like, wait a minute, this isn't about that. This is about representing your country. And so the problem that happened is then you stop having the top players playing Fed Cup and Davis Cup, or not as much. And then you get the sponsors, the TV, the fans, they're not happy, and the event starts to die. And you think, well, what are we going to do? And something needs to be done. So then you survey the players and say, okay, why are you not playing? What can we do to get you to play? They want money, they want points. We want to play in 1 week. Okay. I'm generalizing again, you know. Some want the home and away, but and so now you move the format and change it to what the players in general want. And then you've got other people that aren't happy. So how do you make everybody happy? You know, personally, as a tennis player, I'm a fan of the home and away ties because you have the ambiance of playing at home or playing away, and it's amazing. The crowds, that's what it's all about, you know. I've played where it's 1 week as a tournament and a draw in Frankfurt, Germany, Fed Cup, and you've got, I don't know, 32 countries. You know, I've done that before. I've played the home and away. I've played the fixed final where we've got 4 countries, you know, playing in Moscow, and France is playing USA in Moscow. There's not many people there in the stands. I've played all different kinds of formats, you know, so I know personally the home and away is the best experience as a player and for the fans. It is very difficult nowadays because the calendars for the ATP and the WTA tours are so saturated. There's too many tournaments. I think there's been so many that have been coming. It's almost become like being greedy. There's so many tournaments now on the calendar. There's too much, and the players are tired. They don't want to play so much. That's why they want Davis Cup or Fed Cup to be in 1 week now. So it's very hard to make everybody happy. And what do you do for Davis Cup and Fed Cup? The solution would be less tournaments on the calendar.
But that would never happen.
Which would never happen, because then you're going to take business away from some tournaments that already exist. And then you keep Fed Cup and Davis Cup 2 or 3 times a year with the home and away ties. But you know, now it is where it is, and so we're trying to find solutions to make Fed Cup and Davis Cup great again.